Michael Jackson there in his stunning 3D film Captain EO. You forgot your glasses too, eh? Never mind.
From as early as 1956, the Disney parks have featured 3D attractions for guests to experience, utilising the revolutionary movie-making technology. Over time, additional elements were added to the basic 3D show to make it a 4D experience, whilst 3D rides have started to become more popular. With the recent closures of Universal Studios' Shrek 4D and Disney's It's Tough to Be a Bug and Muppet Vision 3D, is the 3D show on its way out of a theme park lineup. Let's explore the Distory of 3D at theme parks. Disney's involvement with 3D films began in 1956, when the Disneyland 3D Jamboree was shown at the Mickey Mouse Club Theatre at Disneyland. When Disney shorts, including Working with Peanuts, was shown, projected in 3D. The 3D Jamboree would last until 1964, but it was not the first 3D show designed to be shown as a 3D show. The first 3D show designed to be a 3D show at a Disney park was Magic Journeys, an opening day attraction that could be found at Epcot. The show was the only attraction open in the Imagination Pavilion when the park opened in 1982, and showed a child's perspective of the world in a very strange way. Whilst Magic Journeys would get replicated for Disneyland and Tokyo Disneyland, all three versions remained open until 1986. It then returned to Walt Disney World, this time in Magic Kingdom's Fantasyland, before finally leaving forever on December 1st, 1993. Another popular 3D land in the form of Captain EO, followed by Tokyo Disneyland in 1987 and Disneyland Paris in 1992. The sci-fi 3D show used lasers and smoke effects to bring the show to life. Captain EO would last at Epcot until July 6, 1994 at Epcot, 96 in Tokyo, 97 in Disneyland, and 98 in Paris. After Michael Jackson's passing in 2009, Captain EO Tribute was brought back to the Disney parks in 2010, using the seat hydraulics added after the show initially closed, so guests would bounce up to the beat of the songs and water would spray in their faces. Captain EO Tribute would last until 2014 at Tokyo Disneyland and 2015 at Disneyland Paris and Epcot. On May 16, 1991, a brand new 3D show opened at what was then MGM Studios, elevating it from a standard 3D show into an immersive 4D show, Muppet Vision 3D. This attraction used special effects including animatronics, a live performer, and the theatre's destruction at the end. A version of Muppet Vision would be an opening day attraction at Disney California Adventure on February 8, 2001, and would last until November 1st, 2014. The 4D effects found in Muppet Vision 3D would inspire the next generation of 3D movies, including Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, which could be found at Epcot from 1994, Tokyo Disneyland 1997, Disneyland from 1998, and Disneyland Paris in 1999. The show featured hydraulics in the seats to simulate movement, water sprayers in the backs, and the feeling of mice brushing against guests' legs. All versions of Honey, I Shrunk the Audience would close in 2010, so Captain EO Tribute could open. Meanwhile, Animal Kingdom's opening day attraction, It's Tough to Be a Bug, used Muppet Vision's animatronic interaction with the screen when it opened on April 22, 1998, and DCA in 2001. With the addition of Flick and Hopper animatronics, spiders falling from the ceiling, and hornets attacking the guests via leg ticklers under the seats. It's Tough to Be a Bug closed at DCA on March 19, 2018 to make way for Avengers Campus. Both It's Tough to Be a Bug and Muppet Vision are closing at Walt Disney World within months of each other, in March and June 2025 respectively. Whilst Disney was creating new 4D shows at their parks in the 1990s, behind the scenes Universal was working on the next phase of 3D attraction. Opening with Island of Adventure on May 28, 1999, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man opened in the Marvel Superhero Island section of the park as a dark ride, where the guests are attacked by Spider-Man's foes. The attraction was originally planned to be an Omnimover attraction that used 3D and 4D effects, but after the opening of Disneyland's Indiana Jones attraction, the ride vehicle was altered. Instead, Universal Creative decided to combine Back to the Future's motion simulator with Terminator's 3D effects, creating the Scoop ride system that was essentially a motion simulator on a track. The result was the first 3D ride where 3D screens interact with the ride vehicle, all combined with practical effects to create a real world. Disney was much slower to design a 3D ride. Their first one was Toy Story Mania, a 3D shooting ride that opened at Hollywood Studios and Disney California Adventure in 2008, 9 years after Spider-Man opened at Islands of Adventure. 3D rides soon became all the rage at Imagineering, with 3D added to Star Tours The Adventure Continues on May 20th, 2011 at Hollywood Studios and June 3rd, 2011 at Disneyland. The first Disney ride to use 3D on the same scale as Spider-Man was Ratatouille at Walt Disney Studios Park, this time using the newer trackless ride system. Since then, Disney have continued to consider 3D with their attractions, such as Web Slingers at DCA. Whilst the closure of Muppet Vision 3D and It's Tough to Be a Bug seem to indicate the end of 3D shows at the Disney parks, there is still hope for this attraction's style. Opening on October 8, 2003, Mickey's PhilharMagic opened in Magic Kingdom and Hong Kong Disneyland on September 12, 2005. PhilharMagic is a 3D show where Donald Duck travels through various Disney movies, using a few 4D effects like air blasts and water sprays. The attraction was eventually replicated for Tokyo Disneyland 2011, Disneyland Paris in 2018, and DCA in 2019. In 2021, the film received an update and was extended when a scene themed to Coco was added to the attraction, allowing the show to continue existing with more relevant movies. Whilst Mickey's PhilharMagic is not as popular as it was when it first debuted, it's still an entertaining show and a break in the day. Over at Animal Kingdom, Zootopia Better Zoogether is moving into the Tree of Life Theatre this year, once the bugs move out. Whilst we don't really know much about this 3D film and what it will involve, we do know that it will feature a Clawhauser animatronic in place of where Hopper was. So, there is still hope that 3D shows have a future at the Disney parks. I want to know what was your favourite 3D attraction, and if you think the future of 3D shows is long for this world. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below on what you want to see next on the Distory channel.